Hey everybody, Kimberly here, and today I'm going to show you how to do an emboss resist, but this has a twist. This has some sparkle and shine to it, and I want to show you how easy it is to make your own colored sparkle shine mist. So what I have done, and I've done this already, is I have taken the snowflakes here from, and I've got it right here actually, Sophisticated Snowflakes, and I've stamped it with watermark ink, and then I have heat embossed it with a detail white embossing powder. I like the detail white embossing powder because it's smaller and it brings out details, especially in a stamp like this, which you want to make sure that all the beautiful points and things of the snowflake show up. So now that we've done that part, I want to show you how to get to the really cool sparkly mist part. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use these mixable mists. It's a sheer shimmer. This is from MFT, and what this is this is just a mist in a jar, and I hope you can see the beautiful iridescent shine it has. And I'm going to spray it onto my craft mat here, and I'm going to get a nice puddle of this shimmer mist. Then, to give it some color, I'm actually going to use a re-inker. This is Blue Raspberry re-inker from MFT. This is for their dye-based ink. And I'm just going to put one drop of color into here. Like so. And now I have my own custom colored mist. I love that. So I can take any of my re-inkers and add it to some of this. And then I've got this beautiful color, sparkly, shimmery, beautiful mist. To get this onto my card, I'm going to take a big paintbrush, and first off I'm just going to mix the two together, and then I'm going to take this right to my card and start painting over the top. I'm just going to go back and forth, and as I start to run out of color, I'm just going to keep going back to my wash that I've made. And I don't think you can do this wrong. I just love that it's kind of the colors all over. And you can see those snowflakes coming out from underneath because the embossing, the waxy surface of the emboss is resisting. Now, one of the last things you want to do is you want to go in with either a paper towel or maybe a little bit of a baby wipe and go over the top of your snowflakes. Because when you do that, you're going to take off the last little bit of color that's might be sticking or floating on the top of the surface, and it'll just make your images pop that much more. Now, one last tip I did want to mention, this sentiment here, I stamped it first. I stamped it with Night Shift Blue from MFT, but this is a hybrid ink pad. And the reason I used the hybrid ink pad is I knew I was going to go over the top with something that was wet and something that could possibly make my dye-based stamp image smear, and I didn't want that to happen. So to make sure that it was going to stay crisp and clear, I used this hybrid ink to do that. So keep that in mind when you are doing an emboss resist with a wash like this. If you're going to not emboss resist the sentiment, use something that's going to stand up to your wash. But I want to take it one step further. I'm going to take a smaller snowflake image that I have and add just a little bit more depth. I'm going to take the ink pad with the inker that I used, and I'm going to stamp some extra snowflakes in here. So now I'm adding some more interest and depth without adding any bulk, which is great when you want to be mailing cards, especially holiday type cards, when you've got so many people that you want to mail cards to. And I love how using that tone on tone just really blends in nicely. I'm just randomly stamping these. And let's put one right here. So there we go. A lot of layers, but without the actual bulk. You got a sparkly embossed resist card with some great depth. Have fun making things sparkly.